got my basic iced vanilla latte with whole milk. I don't know, I'm kind of entering a little whole milk phase. It's very like smooth, very rounded out. The guy who made it, he looked like he knew what he was doing. It was the smallest shop I've ever entered. But now we're gonna go to TJ Maxx to see if I can find some like pantry spice cabinet organization and, you know, have a look at the espresso machine, see if there's a Breville there, you never know. Vlogging on my phone because my camera is dead and I just feel like vlogging right now. So let's do a quick little TJ Maxx / HomeGoods haul. Now I am not someone who goes to these places very often. I don't go seasonally. I used to really like going to like HomeGoods and stuff, but nowadays it just makes me feel so overwhelmed and overstimulated, especially when there's a lot of people there and there's just like so much stuff. So what I was looking for today was some pantry organizing stuff, a little like shoe mat for one of our entryways. And I was just seeing if I could find like a Breville Barista Express for a good price. And I found one, but I don't know, I'm just not ready to commit yet. But one of the first things I got, which is none of those things, is something that I have been wanting to get for a while. And it is a stone bath mat, which basically it's like literal stone, and this is much more hygienic than your typical like cloth bath mats because, you know, those harbor so much bacteria and just moisture and stuff. And so this is supposed to be like antibacterial and, you know, more easy to maintain. And usually these guys sell for, I would say I've seen it from like $25 to $45, but this is like an extra wide one that was $19.99. So I feel like this will be the perfect size for in front of our shower. And then I got this rug to go in front of, we have like a sliding door to our backyard where whenever we come in and out, like we don't have anywhere to put shoes. So I thought that this would be a good size. This is more of an aesthetic rug, but I think since it's a low traffic area, this rug will hold up. I got a few of these plastic bins to help organize the spices and just like pantry stuff in general. I got a different shape one so you can see like you can slide things in and out more easily. So I think I got 2 or 3 of these. Yeah, I got 3, but this one is a little bit less wide. And then I got 3 of these like spice organizers, like you can stack it, because right now the situation we had is just not space efficient or effective. And I luckily found 3 matching ones. It's just like a basic gray. I don't really care for the aesthetics too much because it's literally going to be in a cabinet. The only thing I couldn't find were new like actual airtight containers for spices and flour, sugar, all that type of stuff. And I really don't want to go for another like cheap one. The last one I ordered is this plastic one from Amazon that was supposed to be airtight, but it's just developed so many cracks, and I couldn't find glass ones that had like a lot of that same type. I'm not trying to like mix and match, so I need to either go online or maybe even hit up the container store. But that is my haul. You guys, I am struggling out here. I hate November. Like, I just hate this time of year. I hate that it gets dark out so quickly. I hate the gloominess, the rain, the occasional weird snow. Like, I am just not made for these cold, dark months. And I'm like really trying to rewire my brain that it doesn't need to be that way, but I don't know, it's been affecting me this year. I feel like my productivity levels are not the best and just my overall like attitude towards things. So I'm trying to like not just, you know, dwell and like complain about it without actually doing anything. So I'm like trying to leave the house at least once a day, get a good workout in, try to like eat right and wake up early and all the things, but those things do not all happen every day. Today I did wake up early, I did eat well, and I'm about to go leave the house. It is like 4 p.m. and I need to go return some of the stuff that I got from HomeGoods that we just don't end up needing. And I also want to hit up the mall to see if I can find a birthday present for my parents, both of their birthdays are in November, and just a few other like random things that I want to look at. The weather is so like gloomy, it's rainy, the sun is probably gonna set super soon. So, you know, we're just trying to not stay cooped up in the house all day. Also, I tried this like new hijab style. I saw a girl, I think her name is Mina, post on TikTok like a messy bun hijab tutorial, and I don't know how I feel about it. My only thing is I don't know if this part's gonna stay. I even changed my outfit. I was wearing the same sweats all day, so I changed into a different pair of, I guess these are workout pants. I did an actual hijab instead of just one of my instant ones. I put on some lip gloss and perfume and a ring, so I would call that a success. I'm gonna wear my hunter boots. I got these right before we went to Massachusetts for our little fall trip, and I freaking love them. I believe they are just the original hunter rain boots, but I got them at Costco for, they were like $99 or something, or $96 when they're usually either $150 or $200. So I don't know if Costco is still selling them, but if they are, I would definitely recommend getting them from there because, you know, that's a fraction of the price. But any whoosies, let's go run these errands and try to get home before it's like completely pitch black. Shirt from Anthropology from their like Black Friday sale, and it was literally only $15. I love the, well, this isn't technically embroidery, but it looks like embroidery, so it's really nice and oversized. And I just have on my black airy yoga leggings, and I'm about to head to a coffee shop to meet up with one of my clients who's actually also my good friend, so I am excited for that. Just got home from Thanksgiving weekend in Cleveland last night, and today's Monday, so it's just a big old catch-up day, and Salah and I are both so motivated to just get back on our productivity grind and get some healthy foods in us. My god, we ate so bad this weekend, like mac and cheese, lots of different types of meats, barely any fruits and veggies, so I'm just feeling like I need a bit of a mental and physical reset from, you know, the festivities, but it was super fun nonetheless. I got a new espresso machine over this past weekend, so I'm gonna show you guys that the next time I make a latte at home. I also put a little bobby pin under my undercap to hold the hijab in place, so I feel like from afar you can't really tell, except for this part right here. Guys, this just goes to show that no matter how long you've been wearing hijab, you know, you're still trying out new things, and I don't know how to do it perfectly. Let's get headed out to this coffee shop. Oh crap, I just realized I have low gas. Text her that I'm gonna have to be a few minutes late. Whoa, that's some bright light. Got a chai latte. Oh, mommy's FaceTiming me. So sorry, this vlog so far has been probably all over the place. I keep like starting to film and then I get caught up in something else, and I've just been up to a lot of random stuff. But today I'm on an even more random mission. I don't know if you can see outside, but it snowed. Like, it really snowed. And I'm gonna go get a sled. I really want to go sledding today. Something about me is with certain activities, like I am a kid at heart. I love to sled down a hill. It snowed so much to the point where Salah worked from home today, and I just feel like when else would we do this? So right now it's like 3 p.m. So by the time he gets off work, hopefully we can, you know, make it to that little hill or it gets dark out, and I hope I can find a sled. I'm afraid other people also had the same idea as me, but I looked it up and I think Ace Hardware has some sleds, which is so random to me, but we're gonna try it out anyways. And then, so last night I made molokhia. I was gonna vlog me making it, but then I was on the phone like with my family and it just wasn't like working out. I'm very happy that I made that because I'm so in the mood for something warm and comforting tonight, like a soup. So maybe we will heat up that soup and watch a movie, maybe even pop out a hot chocolate and just really romanticize the cold weather that's going on. As I said in the beginning of this vlog, like, I hate winter and I hate how it gets dark outside, but I almost prefer it to be like super extreme winter, and then I like it, you know, where there's snow and like there's no other option than to just kind of be lazy and cozy at home. I'm gonna go to Ace Hardware, see if I can find any sleds, and we'll keep you updated. I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, well, that was a fail. Basically said they were sold out because, as I thought, a lot of people had the same idea. So I guess we're just gonna be like on a little hunt around town for a snow sled. Honestly, I feel like we could just use a freaking, I don't know, like plastic box cover lid thing, or probably not a cardboard box, but I wonder if there's anything that I can just like make work that we already have at home. Who knows? Okay, we've now made it to Lowe's, so fingers crossed that this is the location that has my sleds. Okay, why was that so embarrassing to walk out of Lowe's with 2 sleds? I guess like 2 sleds is better than 1 sled because it's like at least they know I'm not sledding alone. But I just feel like whenever I go into stores like that, like Lowe's or Ace Hardware, I feel so out of place, and like the employees are waiting for me to ask if I need help finding anything, and I usually do need help, but I don't want them to know that I need help. Got the sleds, so that's a win, and we're gonna go sledding now. Right, walking over. It's kind of a look.
Come on, go into the way.
I want to get a video of you.
That's all you got?
Hey guys, I feel like this is super bright. I am so sorry. I feel like I have not been good at vlogging recently. It is Friday today, and I am going to head over to the library. And oh, that reminds me, I need to return my book. I'm gonna go to the library, pick up a coffee, and just grind out some work. I have not been feeling productive this week. You guys, it's just the winter. I think I mentioned this in the beginning of the vlog, but let me sit down for a second. I feel so out of breath. Yeah, I don't know, just like working from home has its pros and cons. One of those cons being feeling like unmotivated and kind of just like the same old thing every day. So that's why I like to head out of the house and, you know, try to feel motivated and inspired. And today was the only day this week that it's been able to work out, and I really do have a lot of content that I need to edit. I did a long content shoot a couple of days ago that I would like to get the majority of that done. Plus, like I said, I have to return my book from the library and maybe reward myself with a new one. I know, crazy, right? Who would have thought I would ever say that? You guys, this morning when I was making my coffee, I have recently really upgraded my coffee setup, by the way. I'm not ready to show it yet. But anyways, I have like all this equipment on the counter, and so I was just doing my coffee and I saw a little creepy crawly. When I tell you, my soul left my body, my heart stopped beating. What is it with like seeing bugs that makes a person freak out the way that I do? I know a lot of other people relate to this. It's because my mom, obviously, like growing up, she was terrified of especially spiders. And you guys, like, I'm home alone today, so there was no man to come and save me. And my first instinct was to call Saleh at work. What is he gonna do? I don't know, but I guess I just needed the moral support. He did not answer because he's at work. And so I had to muster up every last fiber of courage in my body. I believe I grabbed literally 5 paper towels and I wailed. I wailed as I killed the spider. Sorry, that was a bit off topic, but back to what I was saying. I'm going to go to the library tonight. Salah and I are just gonna have a cozy night in. There's still snow and gross weather outside, and I don't know, we couldn't be bothered to go do something extravagant. And I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but we are watching the Twilight series. Salah absolutely hates it, and I absolutely love it, and that's what marriage is all about. It's about compromise. Anyways, guys, let's get going and get some stuff done. Pro tip if you're a hijabi, I get so flustered when I feel like the back of my hijab is being tugged on anything, especially when I wear jackets. So just like pull some of the material from your hijab up to give it some like room to turn your neck. It feels much better than if you don't do that. Came to my little mushroom pizza. So hungry. I'm vlogging on my phone because my camera literally just died. But it is Saturday, almost 3:30 p.m. and I'm gonna go shoot a wedding for my wedding content creation business. Go follow the DH Weddings on Instagram if you're not already. It's a last minute wedding that just happened to work out, and I'm super excited. It's at a venue that I've never been to before. So I'm gonna go meet the couple at an outdoor area for like photos and pictures with the photographer, and then we're gonna go to the venue. Try to get there early because this place I'm going to, I'm not sure like about parking, and I always like to give myself some extra time. But yeah, quick fit check. I mean, I'm gonna be outside and it is like 30 degrees, and I gotta layer up both of my totes. This one has like my equipment, and then this is just like my everyday bag. Hey you guys, it is a Tuesday night. I am going to go get dinner with my friends in just a little bit. I got ready and I have some time to kill, and I have just been meaning to sit down and have a little heart-to-heart with you guys, kind of chat through some of my thoughts. I feel like you guys appreciate transparency and honesty. I feel like there's just a change of, or from how things used to be on my YouTube channel to how things have been for the past few months, maybe even like the year of 2025. And just to kind of give you guys some insight from myself, you know, I started my YouTube channel now almost 3 years ago, and I'm very grateful for the community I've built on here and just the opportunities that YouTube has opened up for me. Not only like, you know, like through brand deals or getting like monetized and things of that nature, but also just opening my eyes to passions that I would have never known existed. I genuinely believe that if I didn't start my YouTube channel, I wouldn't be doing the job that I'm doing now, which is social media marketing and content creation. I kind of have a lot of different passions and like jobs and businesses, ideas, etc. going on in my life right now, and I feel like things have started to change within just this past year, but especially the past few months. And again, when I started my YouTube channel, I was still working a corporate job as basically a care coordinator at a hospital, and I just was not passionate or interested in that, and so I left that job. And I started this YouTube channel because I've always loved YouTube and vloggers, and I always, not always, but like a few years before I started my channel, I really toyed around with the idea of doing it myself. So I finally like pulled the trigger. I feel like I've learned a lot of great skills, life skills, and have been able to see my life and myself through like a third eye perspective, or like just another point of view, which is a very unique thing that you get to experience when you film your day-to-day life and go back and relive and rewatch it. You know, I get to edit it the way that I want people to perceive me and my life and all this. That's kind of its own little conversation, but I just wanted to address the fact that I have not been uploading regularly on my YouTube channel for the past few months. I just have become much more busy with my marketing job as a social media manager. I'm so like grateful that I have become busier. It's something that I was you know, really working hard towards. And I'm not even like, I wouldn't even say halfway near my goal with that, but I feel like I feel like there's momentum going on right now with that side of like my job. And I do want to make a disclaimer that doesn't mean like I'm going anywhere or like I'm leaving YouTube. I really don't want this to come across as like I'm taking all of my subscribers and people who like have continued to love and support me for granted. I'm like so grateful. I don't think where I am today with anything would have been if it wasn't for the like love and reassurance and just support that I've gotten from, you know, you guys. So just thank you so much. I feel like I owe it to kind of explain why I'm not as present and active on YouTube. YouTube it's not like a quick little TikTok, even though TikTok takes a while as well. When you're trying to balance so many different things, especially like the type of situation and position I'm in, where I'm a social media manager who creates content and edits content for multiple businesses, multiple other people, and trying to do that for myself as well. Like, I get freaking tired. It's just a lot of filming and a lot of editing, and I have so much fun doing it, but when you do it for yourself especially, it becomes like a lot, and I need to leave some of that creative juice. I can't just like burn myself out. I'm just trying to be smart with my time and energy is what it comes down to. I still really love like the vlogging aspect of YouTube, but what's been happening, you guys, is I have been kind of like shifting from more themed videos to just general like weekly vlogs where throughout my week or weeks, I am picking up the camera and vlogging things that I feel like are interesting to watch, as well as some of that day-to-day stuff. But it gets hard when you kind of lose track of what I filmed last, and like when I'm busy with work, I don't want to like pick up the camera and film me making my dinner. Like I want to listen to my podcast and make my dinner. So it's little things like that that I'm trying to navigate, and I think what I need to do is go back to just focusing on like daily vlogs, like vlogging one day at a time instead of maybe like days at a time. That's me just kind of brainstorming and thinking out loud right now. Again, the purpose of me kind of sitting down and having this chat is to, you know, be fair to you guys. I don't want it to seem like I've just forgotten about YouTube and I'm ungrateful. I've realized about myself, I really do need that time and that alone time with no cameras and no talking to recharge, even if that's through doing my chores or my cooking or whatever it is, without the outside noise or influence of like social media and filming myself, and everything is like content. Yeah, I know that was a lot of chatting and blabbing, and I hope that that makes sense to you guys and my point came across. I love you guys. Thank you for still watching. And you know, I'm gonna try to really sit down and lock in on a strategy with YouTube, cook on some ideas. I sound so dumb saying that. Anyways, I guess just a general life update. We have some traveling happening at the end of this month. Today is, I think, December 16th, and I'm going to Houston at the end of this month to visit family and also go for my cousin's wedding. And then honestly, like, the first 2 months of 2026, I have no idea what will be happening. Then March is Ramadan, and we have a very exciting trip planned for the end of March, inshallah, which I will share once the time comes closer. I think you guys are going to be super excited for content for that trip. But yeah, you guys, I don't want to keep talking and boring you. So if you stayed until the end, thank you so much. You are a real one. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.